Welcome, beautiful Paris Saint-Germain family. We have some breaking news. Nasser Khalifi is making some investment in Paris Saint-Germain, the brand. The first report we have to look at here is from L'Equipe, breaking Qatar Sports Investment, who own PSG, are about to buy Spanish side Malaga, reports L'Equipe. The parts are in advanced negotiations on an agreement estimated at 100 million euros. And why is Paris Saint-Germain doing this? Well, it's to bigger the brand. We've seen one thing very similar with Manchester City. They have Manchester City, they have Troyes in Liga, they have Girona in La Liga, a bunch of other clubs in the entire rest of the world. And this is just to make the brand bigger, have a bigger, place for talent. Like, you can send out your talents. I remember City sending out their talents on loan to them. Some certain of these clubs, like Girona, obviously they didn't have Xavi on loan, but then Xavi, who came out as a great talent at Girona, City got him up. So it's basically a monopoly of football. That's what these rich billionaire owners are doing, especially these Arabs. And we've seen City be doing this, and Nasser Khalifi wants to copy that. The funny thing about Malaga is Malaga's owner is Spanish hotel real estate group Blue Bay, aim 49% of the ownership, and the rest is owned by Qatari businessman Abdullahi Al Thani. And when I read that, Al Thani, I know that name. Well, here is Abdullah bin Thani. He is the son of the former Emir of Qatar and the brother of the current Emir of Qatar, who we obviously know by his face. So I guess Paris Saint-Germain, obviously a transaction between the two family members will be easy, but I think Paris Saint-Germain also want to buy out the 49% owned by Blue Bay, so we have full ownership. And this is not the first time Paris Saint-Germain are looking to buy another club. Paris Saint-Germain did try to buy Leeds United in the Premier League. I think we have a small ownership in Leeds, very small. But we do, as the report mentions here, we do have a 87.5 stake in PSG and 21.67 ownership in Braga. That's another satellite club. I think we also have SK Eupen in the Pro League, in the Belgium League. And this is what the report says. The bigger picture. Malaga faced financial difficulties in recent years, and we remember that. I remember Malaga when they were in the Champions League in the 2012-13 season, if I remember correct. Obviously reached a semi-final, which was a huge, quarterfinals, and obviously got knocked out by Dortmund. Now currently under receivership. The club is owned by the Spanish hotel real estate group Blue Bay and Qatari businessman Abdullah Al Thani. A takeover by QSI would not only stabilize the club's finances, but also add another European team to QSI's growing sports empire. QSI's interest in Malaga is driven by several key factors. The city of Malaga is set to host matches during the 2030 FIFA World Cup, which includes plans to renovate and modernize the club's stadium. Furthermore, as the sixth largest city in Spain, Malaga represents significant market expansion opportunity for QSI, both commercially and competitively. QSI spokesperson confirmed that the group is exploring multiple investment opportunities in both Europe and America, alongside the potential Malaga acquisition. Reports suggest that QSI is also considering a project in Belgium, further expansion in the portfolio. Meanwhile, PG remains a key part of QSI's long-term plans, despite recent changes in ownership. The French club recently sold 12% stake to American owners. All right, nothing more there. But obviously, as I said, we do have ownership in SK Eupen, if I believe I'm correct, or at least we're working with them. KS Eupen. I think we have something with them. The club was purchased by the government of Qatar and Aspire Zone Foundation, who also own Paris Saint-Germain. Aspire can, So we also have KS Eupen in the Pro League. But as I said, it's the empire that Paris Saint-Germain are wanting to create, similar to Manchester City. We've seen obviously Girona, obviously sitting in Ligue 2. We've seen New York City in the MLS, Melbourne City in the Australian League as well. But Paris Saint-Germain, Malaga, that's a huge club. That's bigger than Girona and Troyes, basically all the other clubs here. Because you saw, the thing with Malaga is they are doing financially bad because of their owner. And honestly, no, they did have a previous owner, I think, who was really bad. I think he was also Qatari. This guy. Oh, this is Abu Thani. All right. So that is, for me, the main issue here. It's like, again, I don't want to put like the Qataris here or the Al Thani family or anything, but he's the one that like ruined Malaga. I think he was obviously part of that success. I don't know when he bought them, is my question. Al Thani buys Malaga. I want to know when he bought them. He bought them in 2010. All right, so he was part of the investment that got them into that Champions League quarterfinal. But he's also been the very bad president that's gotten them demoted. I think they've been in the second tier of La Liga for a very long time. Yeah, and wow, they're sitting 15th. So yeah, this is something I think the Malaga team, Malaga players, Malaga fans would love to have. Obviously, if I put myself in their shoes, obviously getting bought by another club's ownership that is much bigger, they're not going to focus as much. But this is still going to be really great for Malaga. Obviously, they're still going to be somewhat of a stepping stone club. But I mean, that has always been the expectation of Malaga. They've never seen themselves as a big club or something. So if any Malaga fan is watching this video, let me know how you feel about Paris Saint-Germain QSI possibly purchasing you. But yeah, Malaga is a huge club. As you saw, in 6th largest city in Spain, will host the World Cup as well, one of the stadiums. So no, this is a great purchase here by Paris Saint-Germain, and I'm expecting even bigger purchases in the future. The next thing we have to talk about is obviously the basketball. The second report here is breaking. NBA has approached PSG's owners, QSI, in order to launch a basketball franchise in Paris, as the NBA is planning to expand into Europe. Adam Silver has already spoken to Nasser Khalifi, a PSG spokesperson, has also confirmed that QSI is interested in the ID. And Paris Saint-Germain, QSI have been thinking for a long time in having a basketball team. I mean, if you look at the other big clubs, maybe not the English clubs, because basketball is not that big in England, nor is it that big in France. But if you look at around in Spain, for example, FC Barcelona and Real Madrid are two of the biggest basketball clubs in the world. I also think basketball is big in Germany as well, not big in Italy. And potentially Bayern is also a big club in basketball. I just don't know it as much as Real Madrid and FC Barcelona. And that's something else Nasser Khalifi, QSI, Paris Saint-Germain are exploring, having a basketball team. Paris Saint-Germain, obviously a great football team, a great women's football team, and PSG also have a great handball team. I mean, ever since QSI came in, Paris Saint-Germain's handball team has been one of the best. France, the nation, is also one of the best handball teams in the world, if not the best, and usually their best players have been playing for Paris Saint-Germain. So Paris Saint-Germain have always, wanted to explore, make the brand bigger. We also have like a relationship with Khabib. We also have a great relationship. I mean, he's a PSG fan, the biggest PSG like French wrestler. Okay, I can't find it here. But basically, there's a big Olympic wrestler, French. All right, I can't find pictures of him. But Paris Saint-Germain have always tried to explore, finding bigger markets. And this is what the report says. This one was actually a very old one, because Paris Saint-Germain have been thinking about creating a basketball team for a long time. And on paper, Paris basketball is a project that would be fit the NBA environment. Having an American owner and GM, however, it seems that NBA is aiming for bigger fishes in the pond. Paris basketball took note of that. The French club always wanted stability, initially asking for a 3-year license from EuroLeague last summer. EuroLeague couldn't change their own bylaws. Pirates got their own 1-year license, Eurocup winners. But now, per Eurohoop sources, they're lobbying again for a long-term contract to the competition. While nothing is set in stone, it's obvious that Paris also keep their option open. Currently, they seem to be closer to the EuroLeague than a potential European league created by the NBA. So Paris Saint-Germain definitely want to create a basketball team called Paris Saint-Germain Basketball. But they still are a bit unsure if they're going to be joining the new NBA league that's going to be created in Europe, that has been planned by the NBA to be created to make basketball bigger in Europe, or if Paris Saint-Germain are going to be joining the EuroLeague. One thing that is confirmed 100% is Paris Saint-Germain want to be doing a basketball team, whether it is joining the NBA European franchises or the EuroLeague. That is something that will definitely happen. And Nasser Khalifi is just trying to explore more markets, NBA, Malaga in Spain, World Cup ties. He's cooking. Nasser Khalifi is cooking. Great businessman, great investor. Look what he's done with Paris Saint-Germain. I think QSI bought Paris Saint-Germain for around 300 million. No, 75 million. And now Paris Saint-Germain is worth 4.25 billion. So Paris Saint-Germain has also been the quickest and most highest growing club ever since they were bought up. So the Paris Saint-Germain brand is something that the QSI is putting so much energy, time, money, and efforts into, and it's amazing. It's amazing. It's amazing what they've done. Just as a business move, if you strictly look at the business move, this has been a great adventure. Even better than the Man City. Man City value is $4.2, which is less than euros. They were also bought up before. They were bought up in like 2007 compared to Paris Saint-Germain in 2012. Obviously, Paris Saint-Germain is the way bigger brand than City. Have had bigger players, done bigger stuff, apart from the Champions League. So, no, this is a great, move in the right direction. Nasser Khalifi is keep on cooking behind the scenes. Basketball, Malaga, and only 100 million. And then in the future, we'll see Malaga be worth like 1 billion. Like, City buy Girona. How much did City buy Girona for? Okay, okay, they only own 47% in Girona. I didn't know that. Pep Guardiola. Oh, Pep Guardiola had ownership in Girona. Well, Girona has always seemed to be somewhat of a stepping stone club then. Very interesting. All right then. Well, those were the news that came out. Those were my opinions about it. Let me know in the comments down below. How do you guys feel? Obviously, this is like indirect news to Paris Saint-Germain because this is not really going to affect us. This is more about what our owner is doing, and that will have an indirect effect of us. Obviously, for example, Paris Saint-Germain, we have a small ownership in Braga, for example. And Braga is a club where we have sent Garbi, for example. He's a PSG loanee. We've sent him to Braga. Cherendor is also someone we have sent to Braga. So these partnerships help the club as well. It's not just Nasser Khalifi, business. It will also have the club. Obviously not that big at all, but potentially, we have a Mayulu. We feel he will not get enough minutes. We can loan him to Malaga in La Liga, get great minutes, technical league. He will get a lot of improvement and then come back. So it's better having options than not having options. That's been it from boy PSG. Let me know in the comments down below what you guys think of this. And as usual, allez, Paris.